I know why you here. You ain't looking for no answer. Not really. You just trying to feel something that makes sense. Cause right now, nothing do. The pain, it don't make sense. The silence, the weight on your chest every time you wake up. The way people look at you like they know you. Like they pity you. Like you were straight trying to find their way home. Yeah, I know the feeling. And I ain't gonna sit here and tell you some fairy tale ending like life just magically fix itself one day. Nah, it don't work like that. But what I will tell you is this: you ain't always gonna feel like this. I know it may seem like it. I know some nights you lay there staring at the ceiling asking, why me? Or worse, nobody at all, cause who gonna listen, right? Who even gonna care enough to ask you how you doing? But listen to me, and I want you to listen very close. You ain't invisible. You ain't forgotten. You ain't a mistake. You've been tested, stretched thin, broken down to the smallest piece of yourself. But if you're still breathing, that means that there's something on the other side of all of this. See, the crazy part is people talk about how strong you gotta be to survive. But they don't talk about how tired you get of being strong. How sometimes you just wanna let go. How sometimes you just wanna stop pretending like you got it all together when everything on the inside of you is screaming, you don't. I see you. I hear you. You don't gotta be strong every day, but you do gotta stay. Stay long enough to see the day when this pain don't hurt the same. Stay long enough to prove to yourself that this moment don't define you. Stay long enough to make them eat their words. The ones who said that you wouldn't make it. And one day you gonna wake up and the weight on your chest, it ain't gonna feel so heavy no more. The people who hurt you, they ain't gonna matter like they used to. And the things that broke you gonna turn into the same things that built you. And I know you don't believe me right now, and I wouldn't either if I was where you at. But trust me, if you're here, listen to me. That means that you are still fighting. That means that you still got something left. So you cannot give up. You gotta keep going, no matter how lost you feel. And I promise you, one day when you look back at this very moment, you're gonna realize you was never lost. You was just on your way to finding you, the real you. Now, listen to me. I know that you're tired, but you gotta take a step, and here's how. 1, you gotta get up. I don't care if you don't feel like it, just stand up, walk around the room, step outside, let the air hit your face. It ain't gotta be big, but you do gotta move. You do have to move. That's the first step. 2, you gotta write it down. Get a piece of paper, a napkin, a phone, whatever. I don't care. Just write. Write what hurts. Write what you're scared to say out loud. Get it out so you don't sit on it. Number 3, cut off the noise. The people, the places, the habits that keep you stuck. Step back from them, just for a little bit. See what your mind sound like without everybody else's opinion. It's very important. And number 4, find one thing today that you're proud of. It ain't gotta be big. Maybe you got out of bed. That's hard to do sometimes. Maybe you answered that text. It's hard to do sometimes. Maybe you ain't cried this morning. That's a win. Take it. And number 5, which is probably the most important, look at yourself in a mirror. Like truly, like for real. I know you don't want to sometimes because you might hate what you see, but do it anyway. And say this out loud. I am still here. I am still me. You ain't broken, see? You just healing right now. And you want to know the truth? The hardest part of being lost ain't the not knowing where you are. It's the fear that nobody gonna come looking for you. But you don't need saving. You don't need nobody to find you. You just need to start walking. One step at a time. Until one day you look back and realize you climbed out. You are not lost, you are finding yourself. And when you do, the world ain't even ready for you. So don't give up just yet. Not today, Not ever. You got this.